Hello everybody, I'm Rita of the Shadow and this is Coca-Cola. Welcome. So today is another MBTI discussion topic and no one asked this question. I just thought of it myself because I thought it is important that in order to understand this science or pseudoscience or psychoanalysis strategy or manipulation technique, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, so today's topic is about why the different sides of mind, because in order to use, it's not enough to just understand the MBTI type code and the cognitive functions. It is also important that people are in different sides of mind, and even throughout the day, and so that's why you don't get accurate type results. So maybe actually I should make that the title of the video, why the MBTI type results are not accurate, or why we don't get accurate type results. It is exactly because of we are not always in our ego. So even though in theory that as an adult we are in our ego most of the time, but that is not always true. And so to explain this, I will need to use sides of mind model. So I'm going to borrow the 4 sides of model from CSJoseph, because he is the one that introduced this concept to me in his videos, and since he has more viewers, he has more credibility from the T user perspective. So if he is more credible, they are more likely to listen to my TI logic here. See, we have to, that's how you can use cognitive functions to improve your human interaction. So anyways, so in the 4 sides of my model, we have our, so if you can draw invisible lines on the screen, so let me think. So because you are looking from the other side, so my right is your left. So okay, so that's the, here on the top left corner you have the ego, and down here in the bottom left is the shadow, and here is the subconscious, and here is the superego, because it's the direct diagonal of the ego, and subconscious is horizontal to the ego, and shadow is below the ego. And shadow is, the hidden functions of your the other 4 of your total 8 cognitive functions, because your ego has 4 and the missing ones are all in the shadow, and they are just different in orientation. So if it's extroverted up here, they'll be introverted down here, or vice versa. Everything is reversed to make up the differences. And for superego, what is that? Subconscious. is the flip. So if your ego is this way, the subconscious is this way. It's completely upside down. And the superego is the flip of the shadow. So if shadow is like this, and then the superego flip. So why is that important? Because it describes a different states of mind people can be in, and so when you are in different mind, you kind of act like that type. So for example, I'm an FJ ego, but when I'm in my ENFP oh my gosh, ENFP shadow, then I behave much similar to an ENFP ego, but depends on how mature I am. There's still a difference, and usually the less mature I am, I use the ENFP more negatively. So like the strengths are reduced and the weaknesses are amplified. So kind of like that. So, and for a subconscious person, it's the same. So if I am a subconscious focused INFJ, then my subconscious is ESTP, just the cognitive functions in reverse. It's hard to show you, but yeah, so NIFETISE, so SE TI SETI, so E. So we only need to know the top two actually. So extroverted sensing and introverted thinking. So extroverted first, so that person is an extrovert, and since they have perceiving function as the first extrovert function, they are a perceiver, and the second one is T, so ESTP, like that. So I'm an ESTP subconscious. So anyway, I guess I tracked it again. So if I'm go into a subconscious mode, I behave more like an ESTP, like alpha female kind of person, but since I'm not, so I don't behave like that. And I try to portray like that in one of my videos, but I can't say it's very accurate because I'm not a subconscious focused INFJ. I am more shadow focused actually, so that means I'm in my shadow more, not as much as I'm in my ego, but still more than other people who are INFJ usually, because I find that when I'm in my shadow, I can be a bit more outgoing, or pretend to be more outgoing, and more kind of in the flow. And because INFJ egos are more self-critical due to FI critic, but when I'm in my ENFP shadow, I don't have that problem. So it's kind of my self-defense mechanism, I guess you can say. And I can do more extroverted stuff when I'm in ENFP mode-ish, but still with an INFJ flavor to it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So that's why different sides of mind can have an effect on your test result, because if I'm answering the questions when I'm in my ENFP shadow, I might get an ENFP result, or I get a mixed result because I am an introvert, but I answer the rest of the questions like an ENFP, so I get an INFP result. See? So that's why the test result is only a ballpark. What is that word? Ballpark. And really, you have to have more understanding of cognitive functions and willing to like dig down into yourself, or you can ask other people to help you do that. And I guess I don't know how it works, but I guess I can try to help. I don't know. I guess you can watch my videos, or if you have some questions, you can ask me, and I can try to help in any way I can. So I guess that's all for now, and thank you for listening to me rambling, and see you next time. And ask me if you have any questions as usual. Bye.